You'll start this exercise by looping a mini band or a tied TheraBand or PhysioBand around your feet. The band is going to rest on the arches of the foot as well as where your shoelaces normally would sit, whether or not you are wearing shoes. With this exercise, you're starting laying on your back with your head in a neutral position, with the knees stacked over the hips and the toes pointing up toward the ceiling. Toes pointing up toward the ceiling will make sure that mini band stays right on your feet. The hands here are reaching up toward the ceiling as you start. With this exercise, your coach will tell you whether it's alternating or whether they want you to complete one side first, followed by the other side. With this exercise, what you're doing is extending the left leg long while the right hand reaches up overhead. Come back to center so that the knees are both stacked over the hips and the hands are both over the shoulders. And then either repeat the same side or, based on what your coach has told you to do, alternate and reach the left arm overhead while extending that right leg long. With the mini band around the feet, it's going to add a little bit of resistance as you extend the leg. So focus here on keeping that core, keeping your torso in the same position. So that position that you're in when the knees are stacked over the hips and the hands are over the shoulders, you want to maintain that exact same position as you add that leg kick and the opposite hand reaching. When you start to feel that low back change position, and for a majority of people, it's the back lifting higher off the floor, higher than you were when you started this movement, reset the position. It means that your core has fatigued, and then reattempt your next efforts. With this exercise, we're getting a little bit more activation through the thigh on that leg that is staying over the hip, while I'm trying to maximize activation of kicking that heel into the opposite wall. So one cue I will tell clients here is to try to use the glute on the leg that's kicking while maintaining that angle with the knee stacked directly over the hip. Again, with this exercise, as you fatigue, you might start to feel your low back, or you might start to feel your torso lifting up off the ground. Simply hug the knees towards the chest, give yourself a little rock side to side, try a couple more repetitions, but when in doubt, if you are fatigued, cut your reps there because you're not getting any additional benefit from losing that posture in this movement. Potential regressions you might need with this is just to simply take the band off of the feet. By taking the band off the feet, you have less resistance on you. It's easier to maintain that core position. Another regression that I'll use here is actually not lowering the leg to the floor. I think about extending the foot long so that foot is going to reach where the wall and the ceiling will meet. So I simply don't take the foot as low. If this is really challenging for you, you feel limited, you're getting back pain, I recommend consulting a strength coach or a physiotherapist to help you with this. But another potential regression could be a supine heel tap, where you simply start with the knees stacked over the hips, keep the arms by your side, keep the knees bent, and you're just bringing your heel down toward the floor and back up while trying to maintain that exact same back position throughout. If you're limited with that shoulder mobility and can't reach overhead, that's fine. Reach as far as you can overhead with this exercise without pain, and then come back to center. Adding the arms with this makes it a more complex movement, which is going to force you to have to figure out how to brace and stabilize through your core. By not adding the arm reach overhead, it is a regression. However, do what your body feels.